Hey, how's it going, all you lovely people at Door Shutter coming back to you with a brand new episode of All the Mods 9. Apologies if my voice sounds a little off. I was doing a recording session on Craftiverse SMP yesterday, and things got a little wild. So my voice has not recovered from that recording session yesterday, but I tried to make this episode and I realized at the very end that my mic was not being picked up. It wasn't muted, it just was not being picked up by OBS. And I did all of the stuff behind me. So let's go over what I did. So, yeah, the last episode, we figured out that we needed what was called these Duroplast sheets for one of the advanced electrical components from Immersive Engineering. So, in the segment, I basically went through the process of making these and kind of figuring out what we needed where. Okay, so we got this done last episode. So we made ethanol, and then we went and we added a refinery here with the this fluid here, which is being made here. So it requires ethanol plus a singular silver plate. I just threw a stack in there because I was like, why not? And these do not get used. They are just a catalyst. They don't appear to disintegrate or anything like that. So they just become the fluid that we need, which is being pushed over here with creosote oil. And that creosote oil is then being made into the phenolic resin, which is then being piped into a bottling machine through the back here using an ender tank. You can see that we have the ender tank over here as well. And that, of course, is being pushed constantly into a metal plate. What is this actually called? I don't even know what the thing's called. Let me see. What if I press U on this? I could probably find out. Recipe. So metal press mold plate. And then, of course, this was made in an engineer's workbench. Nothing too insane. But, of course, that gives us several of these Duroplast sheets. So this wasn't too complicated. You know, of course, we just made refineries and this system where we're making coal into coal coke, or coke in this case. And that coke is then being fed into our system while the creosote is being pushed back here. And this is actually not that quick. This method here, I don't think we have any other methods to use. But I think if we doubled the refinery, we may be able to produce more. But I also know, since this thing is much quicker than the immersive engineering way of getting creosote oil, that is most likely what's happening. So this isn't slow. It's probably the proper speed. Well, this is just too fast for the actual refinery, which is fine. Okay, we're getting plenty of Duroplast sheets, and that is fantastic. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is actually look at getting. What we're gonna do now is actually look at getting more components for the railgun. This will be not that complicated. I've actually bookmarked the pieces, but here's the recipe in general. Things like this, where it's like wooden grip, this is not going to be difficult at all. That is a super simple recipe. It looks like we may need some treated sticks, which are just, of course, treated planks in a crafting grid. So we've kind of got that covered. I may need to look at getting just more creosote oil in general, which actually we probably could throw an ender tank on here to let this process. Let's actually craft up a couple new ender tanks, and we'll just feed this into our system for a little bit. Or we could actually just go get a wireless connection point. Yeah, let's go get a wireless connection point here made up, because in that way we'll be able to pipe in and also maybe pipe some coal in here, so that way we're getting creosote over time. So wireless connector, and then the wireless dongle setup kit thingy. Okay, and then we'll just plop this down here. How much power is this thing using, by the way? 9.3 MAE, which I don't even know how much that actually is. But that seems like a lot. We may need to reevaluate our power system here in a little while. But anyway, wait, does this got upgrades? Energy cards? Oh, okay. I didn't know that was a thing. Anyway, I may have known that was a thing. I just probably forgot. Okay, so wireless setup kit. And then we can go with an interface. Do we have like a fluid interface? Stargate? I have not messed with Stargate. Anyway, I'm getting completely distracted, by the way. Extended interface. I don't see anything that says fluid. So I don't know. We'll see. So is this able to take both? It looks like it is. It's just not the fastest thing in the world. And then let's grab some coal. And then can we do input output? Because we should just be able to input in here without any issues. Because there's a drawer set up and everything with the actual functional storage upgrades and everything proper for tar and coke. So we don't have to worry about that stuff. Okay, so I guess we didn't really need the ender tanks, but that'll allow for us to get pretty decent amount of that stuff. Creosote oil. So yeah, you can see that we're getting quite a bit. So let's find a level emitter. Level. Look up applied level. There we go. Level emitter, just this one. And let's run a cable probably behind this rather than in the front. And then what we'll do is we'll grab a bucket of the oil and we'll just have this thing toggle off once we have enough. So remember, we're just right-clicking with this bucket to set to creosote oil, not creosote oil buckets. Okay, so we would want to have, let's say, 1,000 buckets. Okay. And then emit when redstone levels are equal to the limit. Or above or equal. Oh, can I not turn this one off? Might have to find a way to get this thing to turn off. Hold on. Where's my axe? There it is. Okay, perfect. Let's get that taken care of. Get all the coal thrown in here. And then let's go for moving this, I think. Let me get this moved and I'll be right back. Alright, so I've got it moved. And what I think I want to try here... Let's see, how many blocks can we go out this direction before it's not the chunk loaded? Okay, perfect. Exactly what we need. So, I'll put a level emitter here. And I'm going to put the interface here. And then put a cable with the applied... What is that called? There's a... Oh, what is it? Toggle bus? Yes, this thing right here. So we'll have this be cable, toggle bus, cable. And we're going to just set that to creosote oil. And we're going to say 1,000 buckets. And this should be online. So let's grab some coal. And then let's make sure that we are saying input, output on the top now. Perfect. Okay, so this says offline. So what I want to do here is convert this to the inverted version. Or I could change the actual level emitter to the opposite, but honestly, I don't like doing that half the time. Okay, so then we'll set this back to coal. And so once we hit 1,000 buckets of creosote oil, this whole thing should turn off. So basically, very simple automation on how to get the creosote oil automated. Very, very simple. Of course, because we're not using the coal coke ovens or anything like that, the coke ovens. We're just doing it this way. Perfect. And I'm not really worried about running out of coal. I've got seeds for coal. They're not set up. I've just got the 80 seeds. So sooner or later, I'll get that set up. But we'll see there. Okay. Anyway, with that done, we should now be able to go up. And let's actually auto-craft some of these components here. So we've got the wooden grip. We're going to do treated sticks with treated planks. Steel ingots, we already know. This is going to be a little bit more of something we have to look into because this is going to require electrum wire, which I think we'll set up a metal press for just because it looks like this would be the most efficient option. Well, actually it depends because we could put electric motors on the rollers and just do a metallurgic, not a metallurgic, what is that called? Multi-press servo, right? Yeah, this thing right here. We could just do something like that to make plates, and that'd be super quick. But I think what we'll do is we'll bite the bullet and we'll go make a metal press here. I may need to figure out making another wireless connection point, or we could put it against this wall and just have a closed system. So let's actually do that method. Oh man, I really wish these were easier to know how you're placing them. Okay. So let's look at that. Metal press. What do we need for this? I need to grab the book. Metal press. So this is very simple. So let me get all of the items we need here, and I'll be right back. Alright, so let's get this crafted, or built here, rather. So this should be... We're going to place this one away so we can actually put a crafter, I think, here. Or a pattern provider terminal here, and then a barrel here that'll then be hoppered out using sophisticated storage's hopper upgrade. And that should be perfect. So let's go there. Let's go piston facing downwards. What we'll do for that is we'll just rotate using a wrench. Have we never made the crescent hammer yet? I don't think we have. Let's give that a shot. I know that was pretty good at rotating blocks, but this may be affecting it. Nope, there we go. Perfect. There we go. Crescent hammer for the win. Okay, and then of course conveyors. And I don't know if that's the correct direction for these, but we will see. And then a heavy engineering block. Do we need a light one? Oh, it doesn't look like we actually need a light conveyor. Or the light engineering block there. Okay. Or, you know. And then that way we should have the ability to put the plate here and then whatever we want through here. And then we'll just laser IO it into... probably into this. That wouldn't be a big issue. Okay, so let's grab some steel plates. I think we need about 2 steel plates for this. 3? There we go. 3 steel plates. So we'll then get a metal press mold wire. Put that here. And then now if we were to get some electrum, which I actually made some because we're going to make seeds for this here in a little while. Why did you go all the way to the end? Probably because you don't have power. Let's provide power for this. Okay, why are you going the wrong direction? Am I losing it? No, I'm not losing it. The conveyors are just going the wrong direction. So, can we correct that, or is that just how this block is going to function? Oh, need to repower it, don't we? I'm so confused. Oh, we need to put the plate back on here, don't we? Yeah, so that is just going to go the opposite direction of what we want. So that's fantastic. I don't think there's a way to correct that. Can we smack it with a hammer, maybe? No? Okay. I mean, that adds some complication to it. Let me think. I mean, I guess we could still just run some cable. Let's actually push this against the wall if we're going to have this issue. And then what we can do is just put like a barrel in here to capture the items. And then we can just push them into the interface. Okay? Let me move this here real quick. Okay. So, pattern provider. And then we're going to go for a basic barrel. Sophisticated barrel. We're going to then grab a hopper upgrade, because these actually work pretty well with Immersive Engineering. Okay, just make hopper, and we'll just do an advanced. I actually used that over here, by the way. That's how this is functioning, is it's just using that hopper upgrade from Sophisticated Storage. So we're going to use that here as well. So we're going to do towards the east direction. So east, we're going to push. And then that should be able to get us what we need. We just need to pipe in to the actual interface here after we put the metal press there. Metal press mold. That might be complications. That's okay. We'll just do this for right now. And then we can actually just cover that portion. And let's grab a pipe upgrade. Perfect. Or we could just do an interface there. How many channels are we running right now? Just 2? So let's just grab an interface for the end of this. And do I have an axe on me? Did I throw it? No, it's in here. Perfect. It's in my inventory. And then we can just run cable right there, make it look nice and pretty. Okay, so what we should be able to do now is go up to the home and get Electrum wire. So we're just going to do metal press recipe. We do not need the metal press mold, just this. And we should be able to go back down. Okay, and let's go throw this pattern in here. And we're going to call for 128 Electrum wire. Oh, it's a little buggy. Little buggy. Definitely not the fastest thing in the world. We could definitely pull something faster, but I felt like using Immersive Engineering. We could totally turn this into plates and roll it much quicker with Create, but oh well. I think this is a interesting little peek at how we can automate using AE2 as well. And also in integrating the sophisticated hopper upgrades. Definitely is a cool little bit to this. But yeah, definitely a little buggy. That's okay. I haven't used Immersive Engineering since Cave Factory. Honestly, I think that's the last time I really looked into it. So it's been a hot minute. Okay. Let's go back up here. Let's keep auto crafting. So we can now make the MV wire coil. So from the wire coil, then we'll make the Electrum coil block. Okay, so that is some of the components done. We're just going to toss that in here. Perfect. And then we can unmark that. So the next one we're going to look at is this. So this is going to be a little bit more complicated just because we need HOP graphite ingots, which do require a new, another Immersive Engineering block, multi-block here, which is the industrial squeezer, which requires 8 coke dust. Of course, coke dust can be obtained by crusher, crushing wheels, crusher, or rock crusher. I think in this case we could probably go with Create's crushing wheels, just because that way we could speed them up to a very significant rate. But that is just something we'll look at here in a minute. We also have redstone acid, which can be crafted pretty simply with this. So let's just get that crafted. And I don't think I have any of this HOP, right? I haven't picked that up in any capacity or anything. There's no quest rewards for some HOP. Let's go check that real quick. Thermal series. Hope, did I get something else in thermal? Okay. So no immersive engineering stuff. Actually, have I made any progress towards the stuff here? Oh, so this is telling you how to get towards this stuff. Steel fence. Fermenter. Hold on. Steel fence is not a requirement for a lot of the multi-block here. But we'll quickly grab some so we can actually complete these quests here. So that should complete quite a long line of this. Okay, so yeah, the only thing left really is the HV accumulator. Okay. So sadly I don't have any HOP, so we're gonna have to do a ferment, or the not the fermenter, the I didn't bookmark it, did I? Industrial squeezer. So let's bookmark that. Coke dust. So let me get the crushing wheels. These aren't that complicated. They're mechanical crafters. I don't think I have any mechanical crafters set up for this, do I? Create area. I have these, which I think were automated, right? These are the electric motor crafting, right? Okay. So let me get that, just a temporary mechanical crafter setup, get those crafted, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, we're going to shoehorn this whole crushing wheel into this area. So I think we could do is probably center this. Oop, not what I meant to do. Crushing wheel, crushing wheel. And I think what I want to try is getting these to run off of an independent electric motor. So we can set this one to 160, I think sounds good, and this one to 160 on the opposite. And then we just need to run flux point. We'll grab some pipes here. Actually, mechanism. What are they called? Cable? Oop, I didn't have a space. Yeah, they are called cable, but yeah, AE's not pulling it up. So just cable. There we go. So that way they should be running. They should be running in the opposite directions as well. So if we threw in a piece of stone, maybe. I don't think that worked. Let's see. Throw a piece of stone back there if I can. There we go. Let's grab a piece of coal coke. So probably just type in the word coke here. Okay, so that works. And we may want to drop this down a little bit. Maybe a couple blocks. Or we could just run cable. It doesn't really matter to me. Let's grab some anchors. Because I'm just going to get this to be auto-craftable. Let's see. Grab some anchors. Place those here. Perfect. And then grab some fluix cable, not flux cable. And just run it up. I put it up so high, I think, mostly because I want to make sure that we aren't interfering with anything else that we put here. This is too far back, isn't it? Yes, it is. So we just need to go grab a pattern provider and put that probably right here. and then have a hopper. Isn't that... Or no, chute. Chute is what we need, right? Just a normal chute. And that should work. So now we'll just run a cable to it. And then for this, we could just grab a flux point for each, I guess. That'll work. Flux point. Does create wrench help me pop these off? That does. Perfect. Flux point. Okay. So that should be golden. Just need to kind of cover this up behind the crushing wheels. And then kind of think this would be funny if we could get this to work. Just need to make sure we have demagnetization coils around this area. We'll just put that... let's see. Where do we want to put it? To the right of it? Or left of it? One of those. And then let's see if this will work. Let's go up and make a recipe. So recipe, thermal series Coke. And then let's go back down. F3G real quick. Okay, so the pattern is in here. So now if we grab Coke dust. I don't know why this is so funny to me. It's just ridiculous the amount of drop that it's needing to compensate for. Oh, that's great. Anyway, so that is automating that. Oh, it hurts to laugh. Goodness gracious. Okay. So next thing we need to do is get the industrial squeezer, but I think what we'll do is we'll wait till next episode, where I will go and grab all of the stuff we need for it. So industrial squeezer. Let's just look up squeezer. There it is. So we should just need to get all of the stuff listed here. So we do need steel fence for this. But yeah, I'll grab all this stuff between this episode and next. I think what we're going to do is most likely Sunday, we're going to have a live stream where we're going to be working on some mystical agriculture stuff as well. Just because why not? And I think that would be enjoyable. And kind of just chit-chat. It may be a shorter stream, but I know we've got some seeds and stuff to look into. And I've been working, of course, on getting a lot of stuff set up for all of the future plans that we have of getting this as much automated as we can. All the Mods 9 star as much automated as we can. Because, of course, we can't do it fully because of the apotheosis shenanigans, but I can enchant, stacks and stacks of all the stuff we need for that and just call it a day. But everything else we can nearly automate. I'm not 100% sure about all of it, but for a large portion of it, I know we'll be able to do that. Also, real quick, Nether Star blocks. I wanted to get all of the ones we need for this, so we're still low on them. So could we craft 10 of them? Let's see, 12? So how many do we need in total? Does that tell me? So we need... What is that? Quite a lot. I mean, that's quite a lot of stuff. 98,415. Pulled out a calculator to do that real quick because I'm not doing that in my head. But this whole system is very, very slow, mostly because it goes into shards and then shards to nether stars. But just wanted to look at that. I've been waiting to see if we could actually get that. So that may be done by the time we get towards the All the Mods 9 star crafting. But overall, this has been a blast. I know, of course, we lost some content, but oh well. It happens. Things happen. Life happens, and we move on, right? So, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay awesome, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.